Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to my fitness journey. We'll start this week with first update on my sleep score. So sleep score is something new that I want to track for my recovery, and Apple anyway introduced it in the new iOS version. So yesterday it was actually quite good, which is surprisingly because usually I get a very low score, but that's good. And now we can go to the training part. The first exercise is called Good Morning, which is a very interesting name for it. This is the first time ever I do this. Okay, this is the second time ever I do this exercise, but first time I did like 1-2 reps, didn't feel right and I stopped it. So I want to try it again. And honestly, still I was feeling it on my lower back more than the hamstring. That should target the hamstring on the legs. However, I was not feeling it much in the hamstring. I was feeling it much more in the lower back. So you will find that I even stopped it in the middle. I didn't continue the rest of the sets in order to see my form and correct it. And from here I can see very clearly I am having too much spinal rounding, which is that's why I can feel it in my back. So I need to straighten my back much better and actually use my hips to go back more than this. So I think next time I need to really focus on straightening my back. That's very, very important, or it will affect my lower back, which can lead to injury. Maybe also at the start I will decrease the weight, so to make sure that the form is correct first. Once I'm pretty sure that the form is correct, I can feel it in the hamstring, then I will increase it. Then the second exercise will be the hack squat. So that's one of my favorite exercises actually, because I'm still afraid to do squat with barbell first because you need like a pretty good form. But with the machine is good that it controls the form a little bit. So I started with 2 plates of 20, around 40 kilo for a warm up. Then the second warm up will be 2 plates each side, each one 20, so now 80 kg. This is the second warm up set. And then we will go to the actual working set, which is 6 plates overall, which is 120, and that's first time to do this weight. So if I could do 8 to 12 reps on this, that would be a new weight unlocked, because the maximum I did before was 115. If I look at the form, the good position is good, stable back position is good, like stable with the pad. I'm not like moving my hips, which is good for the safety of the lower back. I think just the tempo, like the speed of the movement is quite fast. I'm going down and up quite fast. I need to slow down a little bit. And the second is when I straighten my leg, I look out at the top. It is not bad, but usually it is not the best for knee health in the future. So I want to think that I will stop the movement 90% when I reach to the top, in order not to reach the complete lookout and then go down again. In this exercise, by the way, you can target different muscles depending on where you put your foot. So if your foot like similar to what I'm doing, it's mainly the quads. If it is quite up and quite wide, it will mainly focus on glutes. But don't get me wrong, usually this is a compound exercise, will work in multiple muscles at the same time, but which muscle will work on the most, that is the discussion. And this exercise, because it's heavy, I do only 2 sets, so I can focus all my power there. And it's done, so that's new weight unlocked. Now we go to the leg curl, and that's again another hamstring exercise, but it's an isolation one, and it's a machine based, so usually it focuses on the form a little bit, which is good. Regarding my form, I think my position of the legs are good. I'm pushing it in the correct way. The knee is locked. I put like the pad, of this device in and on top of your quads or my legs, so it doesn't move. So this is also good. I think just in the concentric now, not eccentric, like when I push the weight down with my leg, I'm doing it too fast. When I'm going up, it's okay. I think the tempo is not bad, but like when I'm going down, it's too fast. I need to slow it down. the weight of this one is like the maximum weight of the machine. So the second way for me to focus on how can I, make it even tougher next time, I will focus first on the squeeze. So when I push my legs down, I will try to hold it for like 1 second maybe, and then I go up. So instead of like immediately go down and up, I will try to squeeze it down a little bit. This will focus much more tension and will make it much more harder for me. Third and last set. Um, I think from this angle I can see that my hip is moving a little bit. I'm using a little bit of this, momentum or hip. So I need to make sure that I put, like my back and my butt, as close as possible to the pad and don't move it as much. So to put the whole movement on the hamstring muscle. Then we go to the calves. So I'm gonna do the standing calf raise on the machine. And honestly, I really hope that all my muscles looks like as, clean like my calves. Like I can't see the muscle contraction and stuff. That's very cool. I don't see this in much of my body. I think I have like low body fat distribution across my calves for some reason, and extremely high across my stomach specifically, which is annoying, but hopefully soon all my muscles will be that shredded. Anyway, regarding the form, I think, yeah, the form need a little bit of work. So first is the speed. The speed is definitely very quick. I think, again, I'm doing here the maximum weight of the machine. So I think I need to slow down a lot the movement. I think I'm doing like 1 second and 1 second. The good thing is that I'm, squeezing a little bit on the top, maybe like half second or something, but I'm squeezing at the top at least. So I will focus on slowing down the movement and maybe increase a little bit the squeeze to like 1 second or something. The second thing is, okay, in the top I reach the peak maybe, but like in the down I don't stretch as much. But honestly, I don't know how to stretch it back, because when I put my knee, like my heel down more than this, I feel like I'm dropping out of the machine and I'm feeling afraid to fall off, So, so at least I'm not gonna focus on this extreme stretch now. I'll focus on the speed and increasing the squeeze first. Then we go to the leg extension. That's another isolation exercise that's work on the quads, and it's also again machine based, which help a little bit in the form. And here my phone dropped from the machine, so that's not good. Do not put your phone on the machine, because with vibration of the machine when you work, your phone may drop. The good thing is that the phone is okay, nothing happened to it, so that's good. Going back to the exercise, I think the form more or less are okay. I think the biggest thing I see is again the squeeze on the top. When I go to the top, I go immediately down. I do not squeeze it for like 1 second. So I think this is the first thing that I need to do. The second thing is that in the decreasing the weight, or like in the eccentric movement, or they call it the negative part, I'm going slow, but I'm going slow on the second part more. Like when I'm at the top, my leg at the top, I go like quickly, and then in the middle of the movement, I start slowing down. I think that's kind of cheating as well because the measure of resistance is when you are at the top. So that's why I want to focus on the squeeze and started being slow from the top, not in the middle of the movement. Yeah, this exercise, it's not about just going to failure. Even before you go to failure, you feel crazy burn on my legs, especially in my quads, like crazy. That's honestly, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, that's what you need to do to grow. Also, I'm not sure why my toes is like one like pointing out and one pointing up. That's a weird position, but yeah, yeah. I think just the squeeze. It is the main thing I need to focus on. Then we go to the last exercise, the walking lunges. So I'm doing like on top of my shoulders, this sandbag that's 15 kilo. This one should be a glutes focused. So the difference between a glutes focused and a quad focus is two main things. But unfortunately, I'm gonna get out of frame right now. The camera should have tracked me, but for some reason it didn't. But now you will see me going back. I cut till I go back. So the two things that I need to focus on first is that my knee should be on top of my heel. So basically the bottom half of my leg should be vertical, which is in some of these points I can see now I don't do. Because if your knee is in front of your leg, then it will work more the quads. If your knee is exactly on top of your leg, then like your leg is basically vertical when you go down, then basically you work more of the glutes. So this one here is good. Like you can see that my leg is straight, my knee is not going in front of my heel, so that's good. The second thing is to focus that your torso or my upper body to be leaned forward a little bit if I want to work on glutes, which is I don't do here. Like here my upper body is a little bit vertical, which again will focus on quads. I don't want to focus on quads in this exercise, I want to focus on glutes. So two things, knee should be above leg or heel, which is kinda I'm doing it, and then torso or like upper body to be tilted a little bit forward, which is I'm not doing. Okay, for some reason also the camera stopped before I finished my exercise. So in the third set, I had no tracking, no advanced feature. I will just put the camera in front of me and I will come to it and back from it, and that's it. So you'll find me in the middle with this black t-shirt and black shorts coming toward the camera. And I think that's it for today. That was a finish of my legs workout. Wait for me tomorrow for another workout. Again, I'm posting daily for my journey. And if you didn't yet, please subscribe, like, and share if you like this. And again, if you started your journey, let's also motivate each other. I'm gonna post daily for the next at least 1 year till I show everyone my transformation and I prove that anyone can do it no matter what is your age and or what is your weight. Thank you so much. See you soon.